This guy boards the plane and finds a notorious child sitting in his seat. Just then, the air hostess shows up. Instead of removing him from the seat, she takes him to the first-class cabin. Meanwhile, a man starts harassing a girl, Ella, who is the CEO, so she pulls Nick to sit with her. She had no idea that this boy would soon change her life. Suddenly, the plane hit some very rough weather, and the people started panicking. The air hostess also becomes terrified. Ella grabs Nick's hand without thinking about anything. He was scared, but he didn't move his hand away. Finally, the plane lands safely. Ella takes her belongings and prepares to leave. Nick finally asks her name. He becomes upset seeing her walking away. Just then he sees her USB lying on the floor. He quickly removes his seat belt and rushes after her, but by the time she is already gone. The next day, Ella goes to work as usual. As soon as she opened her computer to access important files, she realized that her USB wasn't there. She suddenly thinks of Nick from the flight and calls him quickly, hoping for a miracle. Nick tells her that he found the USB on the floor. Without wasting time, she rushes to meet him in the bar. Unfortunately, Nick wasn't carrying the USB with him, so she decides to go to his home and get her USB. As she came out of the bar, she was shocked to see a pink bike in front of her eyes. She never imagined riding a bike with a guy like Nick. However, seeing his sincerity, she agrees without hesitation. Ella was unable to wear the helmet, so Nick came forward to help her. Just then, Ella's colleague takes their picture, exposing it as a kiss scene. They assume that they are dating and their story would be interesting. Ella takes her USB and walks out without saying much. Nick rushes after her and asks for a date, but she simply rejects his offer. He had no idea that she would come to him soon. The next day, when she arrived at the office, everyone was laughing at her. Then, her best friend shows her a kissing picture and she becomes frozen. Ella rushes to her boss to explain the situation. She says that her personal life has nothing to do with work. Surprisingly, her boss was not angry at all. Instead, he says that he liked the change in her life. She was completely in shock after hearing this because her ex-husband betrayed her, and since then she lost faith in love. After her divorce, she was a 38-year-old single mom who only cared about her daughter and work. She never thought of loving someone again. While thinking all this, she turns up the music, pours a glass of red wine, which she hadn't tasted for years, and opens her closet. She then decides to dress up as a bold and pretty girl. Then, she goes straight to Nick's school. As soon as she enters the school, all the young boys become crazy. Nick had no idea that Ella would show up and find him this way because